Thanks for watching. Today, the man accused of killing Marion County Deputy John Durm during an escape attempt made his first court appearance after being charged with the deputy's murder. Jesse Well was in court, and he explains exactly what happened and where this case goes from here.
Although the initial hearing was held here today in Marion County to avoid any conflicts of interest, a special judge from Hendricks County is overseeing the case against Orlando Mitchell. Of course, today's hearing was just the beginning of what is likely a lengthy legal fight. Escorting Orlando Mitchell into court with his hands cuffed behind his back, a dozen sheriff's deputies were in the courtroom as Special Judge Mark Smith informed Mitchell of his rights and the reasons the prosecutor is seeking the death penalty in his case.
Sir, I'm going to start by advising you of the charges.
Mitchell showed no emotion during the hearing and never said more than yes, sir, or no, sir.
Mr. Mitchell, do you have any questions about any of the advisement of rights, the charges, the ranges of penalties, or anything else with regard to the appointment of counsel here this morning?
No, sir.
Court records claim Mitchell stepped out of a jail transport van on Monday and used his handcuff chain to break Deputy John Durm's neck. After that fatal attack, Mitchell then allegedly stole and crashed the transport van trying to escape.
So there's no question that what happened. The situation now goes to the next level as to trying to defend this individual so he's not put to death.
Attorney Jeff Mendes isn't connected to the case but came to court to watch the initial hearing. Mendes says because Durm's murder was caught on camera, the facts are nearly impossible to dispute. He expects Mitchell's attorneys to instead focus on avoiding a death sentence, and even if Mitchell is convicted, the appeals process may take several years to be resolved.
So bottom line is, a case like this is going to probably take, before he is actually finished with all his appeals, I'd say 7 to 10 years.
For the initial hearing, Mitchell was represented by the same attorney who's defending him against charges he shot his child's mother to death outside a daycare last year. That murder is why Mitchell was in jail prior to Deputy Durm's tragic death.
Now, the judge did set a pretrial date for September, but again, with this being a death penalty case, no trial date has been set. An update tonight on a hit-and-run investigation in Crawford County, Illinois. The Crawford County coroner has confirmed that a child struck in a hit-and-run case earlier this week has died. It happened Tuesday night near South Rush and West Grand Prairie Street in Palestine. The coroner says the boy died at the scene. After a short investigation, police arrested 56-year-old Denzel Zimmerman of Palestine on preliminary charges of leaving the scene of an accident and operating an uninsured vehicle. We reached out to the Crawford County State's Attorney's Office. A representative told us the case remains an open investigation and no official charges have been filed at this time. A statewide air quality alert is being issued Sunday in Indiana. It's because smoke from the Canadian wildfires is expected to return, causing poor air quality throughout the state. The Indiana Department of Environmental Management issued the Air Quality Action Day for July 16th due to the forecasting of high levels of fine particles in the air. Fine particles include microscopic dust and soot that can get in the lungs and cause breathing issues, especially for those who are vulnerable or at risk. The agency encourages Hoosiers to reduce further emissions by cutting back on the use of gas-powered engines and burning. If grilling, the agency encourages people to use propane instead of charcoal. Last night, the Vigo County Council gave the green light on 2 tax abatements. The council voted yes on 2 10-year 100% tax abatements for the companies Intech and Wabash Valley Resources. Both companies have said they will bring in millions of dollars in investment and hundreds of jobs to the community. County Council is usually off for the month of July.